Let's talk about submission. The reason why this came up today in a meeting that I had at work, and it was mentioned, and we have a diversity of different people for the job that I'm at, of which I will not disclose. However, the word submission came up, and obviously one woman is foreign. I think she's Indian, and the other woman is American, and a couple of others were American as well. So the one foreign woman stated there are certain things that she does to her husband and for her husband that shows and represents submissive behavior. And the American women were like, "Oh no, I would never, no, I would never," blah, 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 just rambling off at the mouth, right? Well, the foreign woman, she explained to them the depths behind that and why she chose to be that way. And it's not a thing of disrespect. It's not a thing of looking down upon. It's not a thing of just men are better than women. It has nothing to do with that. Her definition and her explanation was quite um, eye-opening for those who are ignorant to the term of what it is to be submissive. So it's a form of respect. It's an adoration towards your significant other. It's the act of service that all y'all preach that y'all like. The act of service, the respect for a headship or authority or a power. You guys work together as a team. You're not against each other. Where a lot of people, unfortunately, a lot of women are looking at men like, I'm not gonna be submissive to no man till he proves this and proves this. It has nothing to do with that. It's almost like when you walk into a house, you respect the headship of the house, you respect the house that you're in, you respect the rules, and put on your best behavior. It's like going to work. You're not going to go to work acting all unruly and uncouth, with your employers there. It's like going to church. You're not going to go to church and then act all obnoxious and yelling and screaming and making a whole bunch of noise. It's a form of respect. And she says, yeah, some days he might want me to do this and do this, but he doesn't ask for it. I just willingly do it. And then in exchange, I get what I want as well. But she actually has the more power in that relationship by what she does because she's providing peace to this man. She's providing servitude. She's providing, femininity. She's providing, that cooperative, refreshing behavior that men are looking for in a woman. Not combative, not conflicting, not arguing, not fussing, not a fucking headache. And she was like, why would you guys reject certain things that you're doing for a man that you said that you want in your life? Especially if you're sharing a household, especially if you're sharing your body, especially if you're having children. But when it comes to that, why do you guys cringe over that? Y'all cringe over that because y'all give submission to people that don't deserve it. You can't give submission to somebody that's just a fuck buddy. You can't give submission to somebody that don't have no longevity with you. You can't give submission to somebody who just wants to sex you up, and that's all they want. But you want them to think differently because you think differently, then that's your fault. That's your self-awareness you're not aware of. Foreign countries, they say it all the time. They look at it and they're like, they're so adorable of the relationship they have with the significant other because everything is peaceful. Everything is a good communication. Yeah, they might have some indifference, but it doesn't mean that they're at each other's throats. It doesn't mean that they're cursing each other. It doesn't mean that they're looking down upon each other. If you're in a relationship, y'all say y'all want this dynamic. I want a man that's going to take me out of my masculinity. I want a man to do this and that. You don't want that. Y'all want a man that shows a figure of a man, but you want to tell him what to do. It doesn't work like that. Some of y'all been independent and single and masculine all your lives. By the time you actually get a man, you're going to probably scare him away because you're going to be so aggressive like a dude your damn self. So he ain't trying to deal with that. Funny part is, neither are you. So stop acting like you like it when you don't even like it. Or stop acting someone else to like it when you don't even like it yourself. It was a beautiful thing. You can see the refreshingness in her eyes and you can hear it. And other people talk about it as well. It's like, I love showing my man love and adoration and respect and submission and cooperation. She was like, I don't have to want for anything. He knows what I like. He knows what I want. Can we communicate? I give him certain things he may not ask for. He appreciates and respects it, and vice versa. It's just frowned upon over here in the United States because a lot of women over here in the United States take on a masculine role. They take on an independent role. Y'all want to be single mothers than actually be wives. You don't want to have the lifestyle that they're living because you think it's slavery. It really isn't. So you'd rather be a single mother raising multiple kids by guys that did not give you what you thought that you were going to get by giving them sex than actually being submissive and respectful and feminine to a guy in a possible relationship that could lead to marriage, that could be a beautiful, union. Y'all don't want that. Y'all think that's a problem. Y'all rather have the other, which to me is just weird. But that's it. Submission is not a bad thing. Look it up. It's a good thing. Look at those in other countries that have submissions to their husbands. Y'all always think the way worse. Oh, the women walk behind the men and you got to bow down to her feet. Ain't anybody saying all that. And first of all, where are you getting that from? You watching it for some stupid TV show? You listening to it for some movie? You probably don't even know anybody that lives over there because you're not even allowed over there. Chances are you probably never been there. It's not as bad as y'all make it seem. They look fine to me.